For Upper Niumi.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for giving me the floor. Madam Speaker, we are in an impromptu situation. An impromptu in the sense that we never planned for it, and we never anticipated that COVID-19 will strike the world.
I escaped something. Can you just allow me to call on any honorable member? We have a timekeeper to move that we sit beyond 6 o'clock. The standing orders have now changed.
Madam Speaker, point of order, Madam Speaker.
We've taken judicial notice of the fact that he's the timekeeper.
Madam Speaker, I move that we sit to finish business. Beyond 6 o'clock? Thank you very much.
Madam Speaker, I'd like to second that motion.
Upper Niumi, yes. Thank you very much.
And
it has been moved and seconded that we sit beyond 6 o'clock. Those in favor, please say aye. Those not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it, so we can now continue sitting beyond 6. So you can continue, Honorable Member.
thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, as I said, we are in an impromptu situation, an impromptu in the sense that we have never anticipated that COVID-19 will strike the world. Madam Speaker, we have never planned for it. When you go to the report of the motion presented by the Honorable Minister for Justice, he said these are extraordinary times that call for extraordinary measures. Therefore, what we are trying to consider today, state of public emergency to 90 days, is not business as usual. Madam Speaker, before going forward, I want to thank my own Select Committee of Health through my able chairman for the tremendous effort he has put in place within this short period for the members to have material to take into their consequences. Through the Minister of Health and the government of the Gambia, I also would like to thank the Minister of Health for the effort and his team they are putting in place to combat COVID-19. Despite the mega resource, they are trying to do a lot with what is available at this point in time. Therefore, we commended them for their good job. Honorable Minister, thank you very much. And we also have to thank the Minister of Finance for trying to squeeze the budget to get them the required finance to carry out their activities. Honorable Minister of Finance, thank you. We are really proud that we have people that are sparing this country. To me, they have this country at heart, and then we have to work together as one family. Madam Speaker, when you go to the report of the Honorable Minister of Justice, it said that COVID-19 is menacing, dangerous, and deadly, and there is no cure. And I also would like to add, when you are confirmed positive with COVID-19 and you are taken to isolation center, none of your family members sit with you there, and none of your family members pay a visit to you. And when you die, your dead body will never be given to your family members. That's the most sympathetic side of COVID-19. It's very dangerous. And therefore, it's not time to think anything out except to save the general population of this country. That's the most important thing now we need to do. But like when you look at the report of the Honorable Minister of Justice again, he said This is now a matter of survival first and not about individual preferences. I agree. But like somebody, as my colleague said, somebody living from hand to mouth, that guy is also surviving on that. And you don't provide any compensatory mechanism in order for that guy to continue living. Therefore, though we are trying to combat COVID-19, and as one of the honorable members said here, there's a cure for hunger, we agree. But like, people also need to keep on living. And therefore, the government needs to provide something for people, especially the vulnerable people. I know the individuals are doing a lot in the country. It's a time to assist and complement government effort in order to keep the populace living. Madam Speaker, COVID-19 is real. We can revive the economy, we can fix the economy, but I don't think we can resuscitate human beings. And that's why the reason for introducing this COVID-19 is very important. As I was chatting with one of my colleagues yesterday and said, yes, we can fix the economy, but we cannot, bring back life. So COVID-19 is threatening to our life, and we need to do something about it. Madam Speaker, with the committee of the Standing Committee on Human Rights and Constitutional Matters, on their report, page 5, 23, Essential Commodity Emergency Power Regulation 2020, it's been said that the committee was of the opinion that commercial businesses should not be totally banned. Also and their time of opening. But let all the business operate. Let the people that are going for rabarabas daily, let them go there and rabaraba and get what they need what they have to take for their families. It's important. But like to close some of the businesses and open some of the businesses, as a honorable member of Basse said, all the goods are essential. And that's a fact. That's a fact. All the goods are essential. There is no unessential good or essential good. No, non-essential goods. The lumos can be closed, I agree. Because normally at the lumos, what we got there is the vegetables. But we should allow the market vendors to go to the hard-hit areas and source these vegetables and bring them so that our women at the garden there, their goods will not be spoiled, because vegetables are very perishable. They are perishable goods. They need to be protected. The women or the farmers there need to have what they want or what they are anticipating for their produce. Madam Speaker, with the regulations, I think I am not that much convinced with the offenses and penalties. Maybe except that of like when you look at the restriction on public transportation, emergency powers and regulation 2020, the page is not numbered, but 9 offenses and penalties, you will find out that a person contravening the provision of this regulation commits an offense and is liable on a conviction to a fine of $10,000. How many people among this group can pay this $10,000? And how many can pay more? So I'm suggesting, we come down a bit and we raise above a bit. Then we should strike a range. Like we can say from $3,000 to even $50,000 or $100,000. That's my suggestion. But the amount to me here is very high, it's very exuberant, so we need to look into it. With the essential commodity emergency power regulations, when you go to the offenses and penalties, a person who breaches a provision of this regulation commits an offense and is liable on a conviction to a fine of $500,000. Madam Speaker, I have the same reservation for this particular offenses and penalties as well. I prefer, in fact, to go higher than that, like $1 million, but to be less, depending on the people's power. And so I'm suggesting, Madam Speaker, at least we have it from $5,000 or to even $1 million. Because some of the business, how they call it, big businessmen in this country, they are very terrible. So charging them, if they fall trap on this, to charge them $500,000. As well, market and shopping areas emergency powers regulation. I have the same reservation, Honorable Speaker. So I'm suggesting, because I know people earning powers are not the same. Somebody might not be able to afford $10,000. So I'm suggesting we take it from $5,000 or less to $50,000. That's my suggestion. So the judge or whosoever you may call it have that right or discretion to tell you how much to pay. With the closure and restriction of non-essential public places emergency powers regulation, I have the same reservation again. Madam Speaker, I am totally in support of the emergency power, public emergency, the state of public emergency. But with the recommendation of also from the standing committee of 45 days, I also suggest at least we have it for 3 weeks, that's 21 days. That's my suggestion, and I thank you very much for giving me the floor. Thank you.